hold on tight, because this isn't simply a hip-hop story about love. It's a complete and utter betrayal of biblical magnitude. After supposedly spotting his own homie, young Jock, in the thick of a cunning, scandalous entanglement with his own wife, Bambi, Lil Scrappy has formally hired a lawyer and filed for divorce. Take a moment to process that. You or we've been through it all. Dude, your brother, your castmate. Behind your back, you're out here slapping the mother of your children. Furthermore, we're not discussing rumors. We're discussing Bambi doing. The old trick, anonymous receipts, and surveillance footage. It's not as it appears in 4000. Chile, it sprang out with bravado. Kendra, a Jocks fan, is going crazy in the meantime. More quickly than she can publish thirst traps. Bambi is removing comments. Bambi was referred to as a backdoor banshee by Mama D's sis on live. Timelines are blowing up. People are talking on the street, and divorce attorneys are having a great week. However, what actually transpired? Who disclosed what? And how did Scrappy learn about it? Take out your popcorn. S'Expose is comprehensive. Let's begin. Okay, everyone, you think again, because it's not only reality TV this time. You thought that hip-hop and love had already peaked with baby mothers, wigs flying, and Instagram lives going nuclear. Think again. This is incredibly messy, terrible, and intimate. We are discussing the epitome of betrayal. And the last two individuals you would think would do it are the ones. Bambi and young Jock tag it their way directly into Lil Scrappy's divorce attorney's email. Yes, it is official. Lil Scrappy has filed for divorce, but not because of growing apart or irreconcilable differences. This isn't your typical dollar split, I'm afraid. This is my wife's legal drama when I catch my boy in bed. It's the sort of thing that makes a VH1 show into a case file for the FBI. Let's go back. Fans were enthralled just weeks ago when Scrappy shared a mysterious story on social media that read, "Don't trust everybody that smiles in your face." At the time, most people thought he was referring to his typical conflict with Mama D, or even a sly swipe at Bambi during their custody dispute. Oh no, it wasn't simply shade though. After months of questionable activity, Scrappy supposedly had already engaged a private investigator to follow Bambi, so that was a full-fledged warning shot. This man was actually out there playing cheaters, you know? And you know what? I discovered hotel key cards, text exchanges, late-night meetings, and, best of all, dashcam footage. Yes, a real car cam that shows Bambi being dropped off at a downtown Atlanta condo at 4:43 in the morning by none other than young Jock, before she blew him a kiss and strode inside. Jock even dared to go outside and straighten her wig. This cannot be made up. Scrappy was devastated, according to people close to him. His wife wasn't the only one that stepped out. This was his brother, his co-star, and his buddy. When Jock is confronted or ghosted, what does he do? Yes, Jock performed a Houdini trick. Didn't answer Scrappy's messages. Didn't answer the phones. Additionally, Jock allegedly insisted that producers keep their scenes apart when filming Love and Hip Hop Season 13 and refused to work with Scrappy. We are currently a full-scale Cold War. We have secret studio sessions, messy group chats, and Instagram lives being screen recorded as evidence in court, but in place of nuclear missiles. This is where things turn ugly, though. An unnamed insider, and Petty revealed to a phony tabloid, let's call her producer, yes, that Bambi was a made-up one. And Jock became flirtatious months ago during a Miami cast after-party. Jock reportedly told Bambi about his troubled relationship with Kendra there and stated that he was seeking serenity. He wasn't searching for tranquility, baby. He sought fragments of Scrappy's spouse. Jock's Sprinter van, which was parked directly behind the venue, is said to have contained Bambi and Jock in a compromising situation. Now fast forward to the present. Scrappy has filed for divorce on the grounds of moral treachery, public humiliation, and emotional pain. Additionally, rumors are that Scrappy is also attempting to prevent Bambi from receiving any spousal support and is requesting full custody of their children. Who do you think could testify against her? As you are already aware, Mama D has been giving Bambi the side-eye since 2015. She even referred to her as a streetwalker in designer heels at one point. You can bet that Mama D was the first to publish a video of herself drinking tea while lip-syncing to "Sorry, I Ain't Sorry" by Bianchi when the news broke. And just when you thought it couldn't get any dirtier, Jock's wife, yes, you remember her, Kendra, came into the conversation. According to reports, a fan DM'd her with a grainy screenshot of Bambi and Jock leaving a Waffle House together around 5 in the morning. Kendra allegedly reacted when one fan captioned it, "Girl, he isn't with you. Here with the wig snatcher." Since then, she has made her Instagram private, erased all of their pictures, and unfollowed Jock. Rumor has it that she has been residing at her cousin's house and has already consulted with her own attorney. Thus, we are not merely witnessing the dissolution of a marriage. Like a shady referee who unintentionally had sex with both teams, Jock is caught in the middle of two marriages that are exploding at the same time. According to reports, the H1 are rubbing their hands together like Birdman, because the plotline for season 13 was recently revealed. Of the decade. From Scrappy's emotional collapse to Bambi's "I'm still a boss" moments. Producers are reportedly rushing to get every bit of chaos on camera. According to sources, Bambi attempted to change the subject by claiming that Scrappy had emotionally checked out a long time ago and that she and Jock were just friends who understood one another. Please, girl. 3 in the morning, no one is adjusting their friend's bonnet M. Then spends 6 hours in a W hotel after that. Just wait though, because part 2 will go into the leaked communications, the private plane receipts, and the Love and Hip Hop cast reactions that transform this disaster into a powerful story. Dumpster fire in the public area. This narrative is only getting started, so stay tuned. Where were we then? Yes, exactly. The center of Lil Scrappy is in ruins. Bambi is acting perplexed out here. As well as young Jock, compared to a rapper who was recently exposed in a diss track, that man is ducking harder. Don't worry though, because it gets wilder. You know, the streets of Atlanta were as bright as the 4th of July after Scrappy's lawyer filed for a nuclear divorce. And like other contemporary scandals, this one broke out outside of court. But on Instagram, let's begin with the DMEs that were revealed. Bambi's close friend, who isn't really that close, made the decision to reveal their private chats. According to the chats, Bambi boasts that she has Jock completely smitten. It calls Scrappy emotionally unavailable, and worst of all, refers to Jock as her stress reliever. Oh, it improves. A dot. Bambi also sends a fire selfie and emoticons to a person identified as J Money, who is thought to be Jock's burner account. Coincidentally, the account vanished immediately following the leak. We wonder why H and boom, just when folks were beginning to think maybe this is all overblown. CCTV footage is released. Yes, real camera footage of Bambi and Jock entering a posh spa in Buckhead hand in hand was released by someone. Bless their messy little heart. The timestamp was precisely 1 day after Bambi informed Scrappy that she would be traveling to Alabama to see her cousin. That's not a cousin, girl. That's Jock driving you directly into Scandal City with his half-buttoned shirt. Why, at this stage, the public's responses are completely disorganized. Memes such as "Young Jock is the type of dude to ruin a marriage" and "show up late to the funeral" were all over Twitter. Mama D never liked her because Scrappy trusted Jock and Bambi with his heart, which she later returned in a group chat. Speaking of Mama D, she didn't waste any time. In a tiara and with a wine glass, she went live on Instagram and said, "I told you Bambi was not no queen. She's a court jester at best." She also wore a Jock, ever since he attempted to rhyme elevator. With refrigerator, that boy has been a clown. Unbelievably, she wasn't finished yet. Then, as if presiding over a reality TV courtroom, she read out Scrappy's divorce petition line by line before adding her own. Remarks: take a look at this emotional torture. Having an affair with a buddy? Have mercy, O Lord. The soul of my baby is shattered. With the exception of one mysterious Instagram story, Scrappy has been largely quiet in the interim. You can see who picks you when loyalty is a decision. Finally, Jock broke his silence with a song snippet posted to his stories that read, "Can't help who you fall for, even if it's wrong. I'm all yours. Boy, if you don't." But let's not forget about Kendra Jocks. Now, maybe X. Jock didn't apologize or deny anything. Frank, a Love and Hip Hop employee, claims that Kendra has canceled their joint business endeavors, packed her bags, and even banned VH1 from using her name in promotional materials. When filming resumes, she reportedly informed filmmakers that she was done being the reserved, elegant one and will be revealing Jock's private affairs on tape. Additionally, there are rumors that Kendra and Scrappy may be working together. Yes, you heard correctly. According to sources, Kendra and Scrappy have been seen dining together as friends only for now. But they are reportedly becoming closer as a result of their mutual betrayal. According to one source, they both have stories about Jock and Bambi. That would consume a whole season. Applause. Fans are calling for a crossover episode, a reunion special, or simply pay-per-view access to the screenshots of the group chats. Let's get even messier, though. According to an unidentified member of the Love and Hip Hop cast whose name we won't reveal, this isn't even the first time Bambi has cheated on Jock. When Bambi and Scrappy momentarily split up in 2018, it seems that she sent a direct message to Jock, who disregarded it since he adhered to the bro code. That code obviously expired. Not to mention Bambi's Instagram posts, in which she has been making a concerted effort to divert attention with pictures of beaches, thirst traps, and sayings like, "Sometimes people don't appreciate, ma'am." Didn't anyone leave you because you were too genuine? But here's the twist no one saw coming. The real ones until they're gone. Backstabbed in the A is a limited spin-off series that VH1 is supposedly producing to capitalize on the chaos and Bambi's fallout. According to rumors, this miniseries will chronicle Scrappy's divorce, Jock's declining reputation, Kendra's retaliation, and Mama D's preparations to host a celebration of divorce's freedom, complete with strippers, banners, and a cameo from Little John. According to reports, the producers are presenting it as Game of Thrones meets Love and Hip Hop, complete with reenactments, confessionals, and a lie detector test episode. But hold on, do you recall that? Cam video. It wasn't a coincidence. According to sources, Scrappy planted the camera himself because he thought Bambi was frequently late for the gym. Additionally, that video is being utilized as evidence in court. Court, indeed. Because Scrappy's attorney has filed a motion to subpoena Jock to testify under oath, obtain full legal custody of their children, and prevent Bambi from receiving any financial support. So Jock might not simply lose Kendra now. He might have to testify about why he was apprehended, bringing a bag of Popeyes into Bambi's apartment building and then departing without it 7 hours later. This stuff isn't even fictitious. Nevertheless, here we are. There is enough shade to block out the sun as part 2 comes to a close, along with a trail of shattered hearts, deleted accounts, and leaked receipts. Hold on tight, though, because part 3 will be all about the court drama, the new alliances that are being formed, behind-the-scenes action, and a bombshell pregnancy twist that might completely upend the plot. Keep an eye out. You're not prepared. Okay, everyone, if you've read this far, take A. This video is where the story takes a drastic turn. So grab some popcorn, lock your phone, and tell your grandmother to stop calling. We have previously witnessed Bambi being revealed, young Jock fumbling every bag from marriage to manhood, and small Scrappy being caught off guard. But what? The last act wasn't even that. First, let's talk about court drama. The legal team. For Scrappy isn't playing games. Call logs, bank records, surveillance footage. Surveillance footage are among the more than 75 pages of evidence they have turned in. Yes, you heard correctly. As you can see from the court filings, Scrappy's team asserts that Bambi made in less than 3 weeks following her overnight spa trip with Jock. She had an appointment at a women's clinic. Even more bizarre is the fact that the appointment was purportedly paid for with Jock's credit card. Hold on now. Why is Bambi's medical visit being covered by young Jock, although the word pregnancy is not mentioned in the court records? Followers on the internet quickly made the connection, particularly since Scrappy also claimed that his emotional turmoil included unreported physical entanglements with other men. The timelines are everyone. The whole fan base is now wondering if Bambi became pregnant by Jock. Was that the for Scrappy? And this is when things become even more brutal. According to reports, Scrappy's attorney has requested that Bambi's youngest child undergo a paternity test. Yes, exactly. It's my show turf now. Goes beyond a simple divorce. It's full-fledged reality. Warfare, bloodlines, and legacy. Sources close to Scrappy claim that he has no intention of embarrassing Bambi. All he wants is the truth. Bambi, however, is retaliating. She captioned the photo with a mysterious reel. Avoid having a broken man tell your story, and then hit us with a bonio that stated, "Girl, you're not breaking me. No one is listening to you out here." Caught in 4,000 strolling into Jock's crib while wearing a bonnet and drinking a smoothie. Meanwhile, Jock is in a downward spiral, according to friends, who say he has been avoiding cast events and even skipped to scheduled appearances because the energy wasn't right. Rumors are circulating that his marriage to Kendra is officially over after Kendra was spotted looking for an apartment in Buckhead. Mama D had to say something, and she went on Facebook Live Years. Facebook. Because that's where the Andy energy resides, and dropped this bombshell. Let me tell you something. If Bambi was carrying Jocks now, the VH1 producers are acting like the evil masterminds that they are. Not only are they preparing a full season 13 breakdown of the scandal, but they're also filming a spin-off special tentatively titled Scrappy vs. Everybody. The special betrayal word is that the producers are trying to get Scrappy, Bambi, Jock, Kendra, and Mama D in the same room for a sit-down reunion hosted by none other than Tommy Roman. Let's face it, if anyone can ask why you slept with your man's wife, it's Tommy. The repercussions don't end there. According to reports, some companies that were collaborating with Bambi and Jock, including a waist trainer company, a hair serum agreement, and a few club bookings, have withdrawn because of reputational issues. One club even substituted a petty party held by Carly Red for Jock's visit. Ouch. Speaking of Carly, guess who's slipping into the conversation? Yup, she posted on her Instagram stories saying, "You guys are worried about Jock cheating. I'm still waiting for my 2011 apologies, ma'am. Sit down. No one's trying to bring up that old chapter again." And let's not forget the fan. Reddit threads have 50,000 comments. YouTube reactors are making our lengthy breakdowns. And Twitter, let's just say, has a trending phrase, "You got jocked," which translates to betrayed by someone you trusted. Even celebrities are throwing their weight into the debate, with Sukahana tweeting, "Bam, be out here wild, and she needs a whole new name. Identify her as Bamboozle." The drama is going global after Saucy Santana shared a TikTok of herself dancing to Jock's old song, "It's Going Down," with the comment, "Yeah, into someone else's baby mama." According to insiders, the network is getting ready to offer Scrappy a solo DOA series that would follow his recovery, life as a single father, and comeback. The H1's ratings are predicted to treble. Since Kendra is reportedly done with Jock and has a spot available in her calendar, she may be going to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Producers are reportedly interested in her joining as a buddy of Bambi. And Kenya Moore pregnant again. A blind article on a dubious gossip blog claims that a member of the Atlanta reality scene is expecting a child from a man who appears on the same program but is not her legal husband. Furthermore, you don't need to be Sherlock. Let Holmes, what does this leave us with then? Scrappy is devastated, exposing Jocks. Pregnancy rumors are something Bambi is avoiding like the plague. Kendra's sage was burning. Bible texts and threats are being thrown at Mama DVH1 is also tallying stacks. Everything is in this story. Legal disputes, public humiliation, betrayal, infidelity, potential baby drama, and the most powerful weapon of all. A spiteful mother-in-law who has access to the internet. Reality TV was created for this purpose. And believe us, the credits have not yet rolled. Because we wouldn't be shocked if Bambi released a diss track given the current situation. Jock launches a podcast on healing, and Scrappy turns into a motivational speaker who preaches. About self-worth, the situation is far from over, so tuned. Additionally, the love. Folks, there you have it. A messy, mind-blowing, jaw-dropping triangle of love that makes hip-hop and love seem more like court depositions and love. We went from flirting on Instagram to suing for divorce, from visits at spas to paternity tests, and to be honest, none of us anticipated it. Jock fumbled each sack as if devotion were an allergy, developing a completely new plotline in her mind. And a resilient man is merely attempting to keep his peace and his children safe, while avoiding treachery as if it were avoidable. It's time to hear from the real investigators in the comments section, though. Do you believe Scrappy ought to have anticipated this? Is this just a case of clout gone wild, or is Bambi actually expecting Jock's child? Should Mama D host the reunion or receive her own spin-off show? And above all, who will release the first DS song? If you're still in shock, remember to hit the like button. If you're here for every scandal, leak, and unintentional direct message, then smash that subscribe button. Additionally, activate your alerts. Because, darling, the drama never stops. We don't either. It's only the start. You already know, too. We will spill the beans if there is betrayal, scandal, or shade. We'll see you in the upcoming How to Lose a Marriage in 10 Jock Moves episode. So stay messy and intrigued.